this video I'll talk about the top 4 mistakes that agents make that will kill your YouTube ad results. And the first mistake is not testing enough creatives. And let's just say that, for example, let me just import it right here, not testing enough creatives. All right, make this bigger. Then, so you can't expect to be a home run. And you need to test multiple things like the hook, the lead magnet, the twisting the knife, the call to action, and so on. You need to test the hook, call to action, and lead magnet. You shouldn't ever stop testing. Never stop testing. Because what happens is that it will fatigue at some point. And what we like to do is to have 4 different cities. So let me just make this right here. So right here it will be the first city, city 1, city 2, city 3, and then city 4. All right. So what we like to do is to be, just a second to go right here, is to be, so 1 to 3 months. All right. So 1 to 3 months, we'll go with the first city. Then for the 3 to 6 months, we'll go with the second city. So 3 to 6 months, we'll go with the second city. And then we'll repeat the process for 1 year. So the third city will go for 6 to 9 months. So the 6th month all the way until the 9th month. And then for the fourth city, 9 to 12th month. All right. So what this will happen is that once we get to the fourth city, the first city will already have forgotten about our ads. So once we import the same ad that performed last time the best, it will be like a new ad that they haven't seen. However, the best thing is that we can test it even more and even more and even more until like 4 years, until they see that it will be the same ad like every 9 months. So if you do this, then it will fatigue way slower. All right. So let's just say that this is just an example of how you should test it. So we have the first ad 1. Then we have the ad 2. Just a second. Ad 2. Then we have the third ad 3. And all of these will have the same audience. All right. Audience. All right. So here's an example of what you can test. All right. Then this is the first audience. And then let's just say that you go ahead and do the same thing, but for the second audience. Audience 2. Audience 1 and audience 2. So for example, this could be how you should test it. Again, different hooks, different call to actions, lead magnets, different offers, different everything, different locations where record the ads, organic creatives, be sure that you have those, and so much more. Then, the second mistake is the bad lead magnet. And what this means is that we need to test certain things. So for example, the first one is the value. And what this means is that would you pay someone for this information? Again, we've covered this in the last video about the lead magnets, but I'm going to tell you once again if you didn't watch that video. So, would you pay? Would you pay someone? You know what, I'm going to go with the text because I can't write with my mouse. So, would you pay someone for this information? If the answer is no, then you need to redo it, because if your response would be no, just imagine your client's response. Then the second thing that we did in the last video was if it is actionable within 24 hours. So actionable. Can you implement them? Implement it in 24 hours and see results. If the answer is no, you need to redo it and be sure that you have something that they can see some results in 24 hours. Then the third thing is readable test. So what this means is that you need to have one idea and one image per slide. So this is the lead magnet and how you can fix it. And the third mistake is a poor lead conversion. For this, you need multiple things. You need a framework, you need an email, SMS, then you need some skills and many more. So framework, you need SMS or email, then you need skills, then you need scripts and some more, and etc. Right? So how these look like are like this. So we have firstly the SMS flow. All right. Then you have the email flow. All right. And then we have the phone setting. Because what this means is that you'll call your leads phone setting. Right? Then all of these will result if a lead is qualified or it isn't qualified. Lead is qualified or not. All right. So this is what you need to do. You need to give them SMS, you need to email them, and you need to also call them. Again, I made a video how to actually do that. If you watch the video with this and it will be linked below in the description if you want to watch it. Then the fourth mistake is the lack of omnipresence. And this will include search platforms, reviews, and content. And if leads are looking you up after seeing your ads, content, or name, they will judge you based on what you are presenting online. So you need to ensure that you have a strong website with videos, reviews, testimonials, and house tours, and so on. And what this means is that it's everything outside the ads. So everything outside of the ads. And you need to make sure that everything is in place, because the first thing they will see is the ad, obviously, and then they will see your content. And if your content isn't good, then they will not trust you anymore. And even with the best warm ads, it still will be the same. So here is the structure. First thing they will do is to have the paid ads. Then they will be redirected to the content, and then we'll have the omnipresence. All right. Then for the content, this could be YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. So let's just say that it will be firstly LinkedIn, then YouTube, then Instagram, Facebook, and then TikTok. So there are more things that you can do for the content. Then for the omnipresence, because this is your website, these are your testimonials. They could be warm testimonials or normal testimonials, that doesn't really matter. Testimonials. And then these could be pure reviews, and as well as social proof. Alright, so this is what you need to do for the omnipresence. So you need to have the ad set in place, and after that they will be redirected to the content where they will see your Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, and so on. Then After they are a bit more curious, they will search you online and they will either see websites, some testimonials from other clients that you've worked with, and social proof and reviews. So you need to be sure that these are the steps that your leads will go through in order to work with you, to trust you, whether that's warm ads or cold ads. So that was it in today's video. So as a recap, the first thing that we went through is not testing enough creatives. You need to test them. You need to test the hook, call to action, and as well as the lead magnet. And then you should never ever stop testing, whether that is one word or 2 words or the whole thing, doesn't matter. You keep on testing new things. Then in order for the ads to not fatigue, you need to have 4 different cities that you can work in, and then you need to target each one of them every 3 months for our ads to not be fatigued so easily and so fast. Then here's an example of how you should test it. So I have the first test, second and third ad with the second audience, or we have the 4th, 5th and 6th ad with the first audience. Then for the value, would you pay someone for the information that you give? Then actionable, be sure that you can implement, that someone can implement your tips within 24 hours and they can see some results, any types of results, as little or as big as you can. Then readable, be sure that you have 1 idea and 1 image per slide. Then you need the omnipresence, which is basically everything outside of the ads. And then you need to customize and be sure that these will be the steps that your lead will take. Firstly, the paid ads, then your content, whether that's Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, or TikTok, then your omnipresence, which includes website, testimonials, social proofs, and reviews. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, please hit the subscribe button and I will see you next time. Goodbye.